missed out on Your Best Nightmare. I love that song. But I'm here now. Spilled my tea on myself whenever I got in here. I was real upset about that. Only a few drippies. That's fine. All good now. Yeah, I said in the Discord, schedule chat in the server, that I was supposed to take my cat Bub to the vet today. That didn't happen. It will happen on Monday though, for sure. I'm very exhausted today. I had a rough week, honestly. I know I said on Monday that I felt like I was doing better, but then I got, like, fucking walloped with, bad mental health on Tuesday. I didn't want to say anything, though, obviously, but, I am doing better now. Actually, legit, for sure. No lies this time. I didn't even lie on Monday. That just kind of happened out of nowhere. And this, we were, wrapping up the... Yeah, there we go. We were doing this. All this stuff. I'm tired today. I woke up with very dry eyes. I did actually wake up really early to take Bub to the vet, but I was super exhausted. My eyes were ridiculously dry, and it was raining. I didn't even get out of bed. I did wake up at like 9 AM though. But I fell back asleep, and then I woke up at 1:30. My eyes were still dry, but I actually was not as exhausted, so I was able to get up. Sometimes shit just happens. So that's right, we need to clean that up a bit. And actually, this long hair, this straight hair, is not very good. Barely! Nerdly. I do want to talk about a little schedule change that I would like to do for streams. Tired. Hi. I actually wanted to discuss a schedule change that I'm going to be cutting down streams just Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, since my Tuesday, Thursday streams are at 6 PM my time, are 4 hours after my usual live time. And that's because I have classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I can't stream at 2 PM on those days. It's 2 PM for me right now. And I don't want to cancel those streams, but I have to. I have to do that finally. I've hit the point where I have no choice, and it makes me sad, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm very sleepy today, but I am doing good. Yeah, it is what it is. At least I don't have to postpone streams in general. It's just those specific days, so we'll just have 3 streams a week instead of 5. Both sides. Yeah, it's 2 p.m. for me right now. It's mountain time. Yeah, I live in the glorious, forgotten, obscure mountain time. The elusive time zone of the Americas. 10 p.m.? Oh, so you're 8 hours ahead. Wow. Actually, that's the same time zone as a certain other regular visitor. Interesting. I know I don't have that many followers or viewers, but I'm seeing a trend. Yeah, Europe. Apparently Europeans love me. One is a coincidence, two is a pattern. I'm just kidding, but at this point, it feels like a pattern. I think it's kind of funny. Europe's cool. I've always wanted to go somewhere in Europe. Just somewhere. Probably start with like Scotland, since that's where my mom is from. But I would like to visit Europe at some point. Ooh. Yeah, I've seen little pictures, and my mom has described some places that she grew up in. And yeah. It does sound and look pretty. Wow, I hope so too. I've always wanted to, but traveling is expensive. One day. One day it will happen. I've been thinking about this for years. And so has my sister. Actually, another long distance dream of mine is possibly immigrating to somewhere in Europe. The only problem is where. That's something I've been giving a lot of thought, like just in general future moving plans. The United States isn't necessarily well known for being kind to their citizens. I don't want to live in the States. I would like to move elsewhere, but it's just a bit finicky trying to figure out where exactly. I've given all sorts of things a consideration. Like I've obviously considered the UK and Ireland because I'm a native English speaker. But I've also considered other places like my sister and her family have considered Spain and Italy, but I've considered somewhere further up north because I love the cold, so I have a bit of a favor bias for the cold. So I've thought about living in like some Scandinavian country. But this is something that will happen like a long time from now, so I do love the cold. My joints don't like it, but I love the cold. I love the nippy, frosty feeling on my face. I love bundling up in layers of clothes. I love snow. Like anytime it snows, I get like all giddy and I like hop around. I just it's yippee, you know? Literally, where I used to live before the current place I live, where I used to live, it never snowed. But then, when I was like 16 or 17, it snowed. It snowed, and it was the first time in 27 years in that town, and I lost my shit. I was like, it's fucking snowing! It's snowing! It's snowing here! And I was so very excited. And like, I was running around the house, I was like, oh my god, it's snowing! I woke my parents up and they were like, huh? I was like, it's snowing! And they were like, what? No way. It doesn't snow here. And I was like, well, I see snow! I see snow! And we opened the front door and yeah, it was snowing. It was like a very thin, like maybe less, like maybe half an inch or an inch of snow, but it was snowing and I was so excited. I got dressed as fast as I could and then I ran out there and made like a very tiny snowman. Yeah, because where I used to live, like, since you're a European, you probably know where Florida is. Well, Georgia is right above that. I lived like very close to the Florida-Georgia border. So it was always warm. I lived in a very swampy area. So like I think the coldest it usually got in the wintertime was like maybe 35, maybe 37 degrees Fahrenheit. Which is like probably around, well, 32 is freezing. 32 would be 0, so probably around like 3 or 4 Celsius. Trying to figure out how to calculate all that stuff in my head. Like, I understand that, like, I think it's 37 is around body temperature. And then 0 is obviously freezing. So figuring out... yeah, 1.7 Celsius. Yeah, that's how cold it would get. But it would just be, like, foggy. Maybe a little frosty. Like my car would maybe get a bit frosty. And I'd have to scrape off the ice. But it would never snow. We just never had the climate in the area for snow. Except for that one time! And I was having a field day with that. It was so exciting. And now where I live now, usually it snows like once or twice a year. It hasn't snowed this year though. And that's been a little disappointing. You need to forget the Imperial system when you come here. I don't like the Imperial system anyway, so it'll be a very relieving thing to get rid of. The only time where like I forget to use metric is like with height and with measuring for cooking recipes. But that's because a lot of websites still use metric with recipes. Which I know won't be very handy. Like I remember seeing a post of someone being like, what the hell is a stick of butter? How much is that? I believe that's 2 cups of butter, but yeah, I forget that European butter is like a big slab and not like a little stick. I think a slab would be like twice the size. Like the big things of butter, they're probably like roughly twice the size of a stick of butter here. I think the only change that I won't like is gallons to liters. I like my gallons. Especially for gas and milk. Those are the 2 biggest things with gallons. Like those are the 2 things that I consider in terms of gallons. But switching to liters might make me a little sad. Because it's nice to be like, this is a big ass gallon! And then it's like, oh, this is a little liter. Because I think a gallon is like somewhere around like 1.3 to 1.5 liters. So like that's a pretty decently significant change in size for that one. But that's about it. I don't care about the change in pounds. I know I weigh roughly 50 kilos. I'm very small. 50? No, more like 48. I haven't done the calculation in a while. 3.7! 3.7! Liters are tiny. Let me see. Pounds to kilograms. Let's see. Apparently I am 47 kilograms, actually. I was off by a little bit. And then there's the British stone. I don't know if that's used anywhere else in Europe. That seems like a very local term. Stone. Which is difficult to figure out. Like, what the hell is a stone? The only measure I know from head is that 1 kilometer is 0.6 miles. Yeah, because a kilometer is 1,000 meters, which is a little over 3,000 feet, and a mile is like 5,876 feet. That's a really stupidly precise number. Very stupidly specific number. What's crazy is that, yeah, it's the weird numbers. I also don't like them. I believe there is actually like a reason for them. Excuse me, like for Fahrenheit, for example, it's more of like how temperature feels. Like the reason why it's 12 inches in a foot actually. Not 11. But yeah, it's 12 inches in a foot, and I don't know if there's any smaller measurements than an inch. So it usually switches to metric by that point. But with Fahrenheit, it's like, what's hot for a person? And that's like how I've seen some people describe it. Is that like that's what's hot for a person, versus Celsius, which is like that's what's hot for water. Which I thought it was pretty understandable. Cause like once your temperature breaks 100 Fahrenheit, that's whenever you're like in a pretty significant fever. If you have like a 99-degree fever, then like you're alright, you're just a little toasty, but like that's because the normal temperature is 98.6, which is very specific as well, but it kind of makes sense in terms of sickness. Yeah, but then Kelvin walks in the room. Yeah, Kelvin operating off of absolute zero. It's kind of funny though, because Kelvin doesn't feel like as much of a change as like Celsius versus Fahrenheit. Because like, it's just like, I think it's like, just like a... Whenever you're calculating it from Celsius, I think it's like just like minus 275 or plus 275, depending on which direction you're going. Celsius to 2 Kelvin. Yeah, it's just plus or minus 273.15. That's the one thing I remember from chemistry. I took that class in my sophomore year of high school. It's been a very long time. I do not know why I remember that. But then again, I'm good with numbers, and I'm not entirely sure why. Like, I hate math, but I'm good with numbers. I only know this because I'm learning and working with it. Oh, nice. I love science. I'm actually a biology minor. Not a major, but a minor. And I mostly picked biology because typically there's not that much math involved, but that's because I've noticed that science teachers are not very good math teachers. So whenever there is math involved, they're like, this is what you do. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that until the final, where it's apparently going to be extremely important. It's so, like, panic-inducing when that happens. Oh yeah, for sure. I totally get that. It was a pretty rough start for me. I do know that financially it's a lot better in Europe, in various European countries, like Germany, for example. Like I actually oh, yeah, I get that. I do know that you could possibly do like work study type stuff. I don't know. I mean, I'm just speaking. Take any of my advice with a grain of salt, because I'm an American. And things are different, both education and healthcare wise. And so I don't know what could be different. I know that financially it's different. I know, at least here, that some colleges and universities provide healthcare and benefits for their students. Oh, yeah, I was gonna mention that, like, it's free in some places like Germany, because I actually, whenever I was still in high school, when I was looking for like a college or university to attend, my dad suggested going to somewhere in Germany. Yeah, until you fail. Oof. That's a very scary responsibility. Like, it's free! Unless you disappoint us, then it isn't. I think the only reason why I didn't decide to go... Oh god, money. Money is scary. I think the only reason why I didn't attend was because I would be thousands and thousands of miles away from my family in an entirely different country, and I would be scared and alone. And at that point, I wasn't doing so hot, both mentally and physically, so I was like, nope. But I might consider that now. Like, I'm getting my bachelor's soon, hopefully by the end of this year. And I would like to pursue getting a master's in art eventually. As I'm getting my BA. And I'd like to get an MA eventually. But I don't think I can get a master's in art at the university I'm attending. So that's something that would be put on hold. Oh, nice. That's wonderful to hear. But like, I've thought about like, what should I do after I get my BA? Should I get like a bachelor's in something else, or should I like take a break and then eventually pursue a master's in what I already have? Like, there's so many choices. I didn't think there'd be so many choices at this point, but like, I was thinking about like a bachelor's in like biological sciences, or like a bachelor's in humanities or gender studies. I really like gender studies, so that's why I've been thinking about that one. And apparently I'm really good at it. And that is a big incentive. Like, being really good at something is a very good incentive for getting a degree in it. Excuse me. And I love biology, but apparently I'm not very cut out for lecture courses. And because I have a biology minor and not a major, there's a lot of things that I can't do in my own subject. And it's really annoying. So I've been stuck with just lecture courses. I can't do any of the fun stuff. Can't do any labs. I can't do any dissections. I can't do any of that actual hands-on work with biology. Thankfully, I like microbiology and I like genetics, and I believe what I'm going to do next semester to help with my biology minor is I'm going to take evolution and toxicology. Well, thank you! Yep, because my minor GPA is pretty much the only thing I have to worry about right now, because my minor GPA is a little too low, and I didn't know that they counted that separately, but they do apparently, and I don't know if that's like a general like curriculum thing across most colleges, but it is here, and I don't like it. I do not like it, because my biology GPA is a 1.8 and it needs to be a 2. But my GPA and literally everything else is like at least a 3.5. But that's because lecture courses suck and I have ADHD. It's like, what's the point of even going to those? Like, it's at the point where online classes are easier, which is ridiculous because I also struggled with online classes. I've thought about rioting at the biology building. One of them. There's so many science buildings. What's crazy is that the college that I'm in, the College of Liberal Arts, is actually the most attended college here at my university, but it's also the least funded, because the arts are always very poorly funded in the United States. Always very poorly funded in America. Things Americans don't like to fund: education, healthcare, and art. Ooh. Damn, final exams in COVID. When COVID hit. I got very lucky. I graduated from high school the year before COVID hit. I am class of 2019. So, thank every higher power that I was born right before the age cutoff, because I was 17 when I graduated. And usually when I say that, people are like, "Oh, did you skip a grade?" No, I was just born in July. I was asked if I wanted to skip a grade, and if my parents and I did decide to take that, then I would have been 16 when I graduated. That would have been bonkers, but no. We decided to keep me in the grade I was in because that's just better socially. It's better for your social skills to stay with your peers. Besides, changing grades would be kind of like a softcore version of changing schools, and I've changed schools, and that is always a very, very hard experience. It's like, you don't know where you're at, you don't know any of these people, and sometimes they do things a little different, and you might mess up and make a fool of yourself, and it's very embarrassing. Trust me, I know! It sucks! But that's all in the past now. Changing schools when you're an adult is no big deal at all. Because, like, you're an adult. Who cares? I don't know what to do with the spooky face. Yeah, education is a very panic-inducing thing, especially as you get older, because when you're a kid, it's like, yay, learning! And then the horrors happen. Whether that be like middle school or secondary school or whatever else it's called in other places. Ugh. Because puberty sucks, and then like things become difficult because responsibilities are a thing. And yeah, like you said, COVID hit, and like education was so difficult. Cause I started university summer 2020. God, I've been in this shit for like 4 years now. Ooh, I hope you sleep well, and good luck at work tomorrow. Hope you have a great evening. Well, thank you. Bye-bye. I'm gonna keep talking about education, as like this is very relevant. Every once in a while I talk more about my time at university and like my experience and stuff. You know, I should probably like do a bit of distortion. Actually, no. You know how I could do that? You know the best way to do that? To do that shit? I'll leave that line there. That'll be interesting because I've noticed that when non-glasses wearing people draw people with glasses, prescription glasses specifically, they forget about the little lens distortion that can happen. For me, it's not super noticeable unless I'm using like a camera, in which case like at certain angles it's super noticeable. But like, yeah. That's why sometimes when people wear glasses and they take them off, sometimes their face looks a bit different because the lenses tend to distort whatever's within their view. So I need to remember that. That'll be fun to color in. This won't need to be changed much at all. Actually, let me just do this. Ooh, excuse me. Fucking love Thundersnail. Underappreciated song. Let's see. Undertale songs I think are underappreciated. Thundersnail and Core. And Metal Crusher a little bit, but I think a lot of people like Metal Crusher anyway. But yeah, Thundersnail is a bop. I tend to do a little jig anytime it comes on. It's so good. I don't know what to do with this face. Because I did have plans on like doing something with it, but I don't know. I don't know. Might actually just like leave this here. Actually, I have an idea. Copy. Paste. Actually, you know what I'll do? Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I can't lasso for shit today. Hold on, let me use my mouse. As if I do this. Actually, hold on. Let me cut paste and then move it. So it's more noticeable how the teeth lay together, and I can erase the overlaps. Look at that. That's pretty much how my teeth lay together. I have an overbite. It's a little bit worse than that, but it's no real big deal. It's just an overbite. It doesn't have any sort of actual impact on like my ability to eat or my ability to talk. It's honestly more just visual. But you know what? I like drawing my teeth. My oddly large incisors. I don't think they're that big, but I also made my canines bigger for my VTuber because like who doesn't like fangs? They're fun. They're a fun little thing to draw. They're fun and silly. But who doesn't like a little bit of fun and silly? You know, it's really wild thinking that like I had a very different final high school experience compared to like most of my friends, especially my online friends. Like my online friends, they had to graduate at like the peak of COVID. And like one of my friends, his little sister is finally going back to in-person classes now, like just like this year, or not this specific year, but this school year, so back a few months ago. And it's just wild because like I forgot that like there are still some places that have online classes and stuff, and because like there are a lot of places that have already moved back to regular classes just with better sanitation protocol. And actually there's a lot of places that have like within like their like absence and sickness policies, there's a specific section just for COVID. And now here in where I live, there's a new section in the disability section about pregnant people. And that sounds great. Like, oh, pregnant people are getting protected. Yippee! But it's not actually like that. And it sucks. But there's not much I can do about it. There's only so much we can do. But yeah, this was like a new addition. Like this is like something that was just added this semester on my campus. Cause I for like the 2 classes I attend in person, or it's more like 3, but like 2 of those are concurrent, so technically 2. But for the 2 classes I attend in person, when we went over the syllabus, both of my professors were like, "Oh yeah, they added a new section about pregnant students." And my first teacher, my art history teacher, my professor, she was like, "Yeah, we all know they don't actually care. It's just here because you know why." And we moved on from that. Like, yeah, bit yikes. There we go. Look at that. That's nice. Ah, I have to clean this one up too. I should just clean this up before I copy pasted it. But I didn't think about that when I did it. Let's see. I'm gonna probably put down some text files like oh, I'll be replacing this with, like, undercut. You know what, I'll just erase that right now. Actually, no, that was on the third layer. And then I can make a note like undercut, glasses, long straight hair. That's the thing that can be drawn, and then teeth, optional, preferably not, but I know that there are a lot of people that don't draw individual teeth like I do. It's kind of my thing. I've been told, like, regardless of like what art form or like art style I use, that my art has a very like naturalistic feel to it. And I feel like the fact that I draw teeth the way I do is part of that. I think it's really nice. I love this part of the game. Telling you, one of these days we're gonna do an Undertale Deltarune marathon. It's gonna happen. We just have to wait for Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4. It'll be great. You know, I kind of wish that Chapter 1 could get like a little bit of an update to match with the future chapters a bit better. I know why that hasn't happened. It's because like Toby and the team didn't have a specific method for how to really do everything yet. And changing that kind of stuff is hell. I know very little about how to make games, but since working on Last Light, that has taught me that changing just one thing can like mess everything up like a freaking domino effect. It's so frustrating to deal with. I can't imagine with something more complicated like the Game Maker engine. Because I've just been using RPG Maker, and I plan on using Last Light as a base for figuring out Game Maker, because the tutorials for Game Maker are really, really annoying and confusing, and they don't work. I've been thinking about possibly looking into seeing if there are some like unofficial tutorials by other people. I think that would be nice to figure out. There might be some on one of those education websites. The ones that you pay for to get lessons in certain things. The things that are way cheaper than college. I'm losing my voice! No! I think I know why I woke up with such severely dry eyes this morning. And I'm blaming the show 911 for that because I love that show and I've been watching it recently and I am on season 5. And if you've watched that show, oh my god, season 5. Oh my god, so much is happening in that season. Like, I'm on like episode 4 or 5. I can't even remember. Like I'm not even that far into it and like so much has happened. And like it made me cry multiple times. And then I was like, okay, that's enough for tonight. And I went to bed. And anytime I cry before bed, I wake up with the puffiest, the driest eyes in the world. It's ridiculous. And my eyes have been dry a lot recently because I've been getting more consistent about washing my face. Oh, because I deal with hormonal acne and it's annoying. But washing my face more consistently has made it decrease in frequency. So my skin is happy, but my eyes are not. But I think maybe whenever I use my face wipes, I should just like try to avoid my eyes. Like my eyelids. Obviously I don't wipe my actual eyeballs because that would be stupid, but like apparently wiping my eyelids leaves me with dry eyes. So I think I'll just like try to avoid that immediate area, somewhere between like a little bit below my lower eyelid and my eyebrow. I'll try to avoid that area. Skincare is very important, and it's finally gotten a bit easier for me to do. I'm very happy about that. Here we go. The Monchers. Monchers. More Monchers! There's the spooky face. Spooky! We love Spooky. Just a big sucker for Spooky. I haven't draw Spooky all that often, but like I think it's nice sometimes. I think it's fun. Just like that, just being a little goofy silly, that kind of thing. Hampton. Little guy. Oopsie. A What did I do? Keep smushing the button on my pen. Here we go. The reason why I'm adding spooky to this ref is because the colors are pretty important. Because like the thing about spooky is that the colors are desaturated and always obstructed by shadow in like certain ways. Nah, I won't worry about that. Oh yeah, you know what, I will. Those are pretty important, actually. Yeah, I'll put text here, text will go here. Alright, I don't want to obscure any of what I've already drawn, but I do need to do a separate thing for the bangles. So what I think I'll do is I'll like go over this and then like move them to the side. Something like that. Because like the thing about the bangles is that they always cover the collarbone. And they always cover like the wrist and the ankles. And those parts are pretty important. I think what I might do is I might like make a transparent version. Cannot speak today. Actually, hold on. The magic of arrow keys. That looks about right. Yeah. Nice. There we go. I don't want to have two separate things for the ref sheet, but the bangles are pretty important. There we go. Much better. I'll make a count of like how many spikes are on each respective bangle and all that stuff, because you know, the ankle ones used to have they used to have 5, but now they have 4. I used to give them 5, but it's so much easier just to draw 4 instead. And you know, no matter how many times I draw these things, they never get any easier. They're a pain in the ass. They look nicer now, but that doesn't make them any easier to draw. Making sure I get it evenly so it doesn't look all like pinched at the points. That's better. The shading definitely helps, but it won't be done on this one. I never flipped that up there. Hold on. No, we've got some erasing to do, actually. Now we can duplicate and flip. Flip it! Flip it! Stick it! Flip it and stick it. I'll probably like use a filter to make it like overlaid a bit. Just so it doesn't really obscure any important details, but it's still visible enough that like it's like, oh yeah, I see how it works. I see how it goes. But first things first, we gotta get rid of this. You know, I'm glad that we're finally in a year where saying first things first doesn't immediately like trigger people to go like, I'm the realist. That song was so annoying and I just remembered it. I never liked that song. Alright, now I need to reverse this. I also need to reverse this a bit. Actually, I need to fix this as well. I keep forgetting about that. There we go. Keep thinking about 911, the show. I love that show so much, and it was the thing that broke me with season 5. What made me like actually cry was probably Chimney. He's such a I love him. He's one of my favorite characters. I love all of the main cast. They're all so like they're all lovable. They're all great in their own ways. But right now, Chimney is my number one in like current show plot way and what's going on. But like he cried like twice and it made me cry both times and I was all like, oh no, it's so sad. But I'm being vague on purpose because it's season 5 and I don't need to spoil anything for anybody. I know this show's technically been out since 2018, but like, there are people out there who still plan on watching things. Just sometimes it takes a while. No shame in that, obviously. I sometimes take forever before finally checking things out. Like, I remember when Hello Boss first started, like the first season started coming out on YouTube, and my friend Vince was like, "You have to watch Hello Boss, please! It's so good." And I was like, "Okay, I'll get to it eventually." And then eventually turned into, I think either like October or November, we finally watched it together. I was like, you know what? Let's do a Discord call and watch it together so that you know for sure that I've seen it. And he was right, it is good. But I came in at just the right time so that the elusive episode 8 came out for season 1. So I got to see all of that context in proper order instead of having to wait forever for legal stuff to be dealt with. It was really good. Oop, I selected the wrong brush. There we go. But yeah, sometimes it just takes a while for me to get into some things, and I know that some people are the same way. Sometimes it just takes a while. Sometimes you're busy, or like it's just not on your radar right now. Like, yeah, sometimes that shit happens. Like, right now I'm rewatching Dragon Ball Z Kai. I've taken a break from it so I could catch up with 911 since the 7th season is coming out in March. But, I've been watching DBZ Kai recently so I can like get up to date with everything and finally watch Super. I remember when Super was airing, I was like, oh, I need to catch up with Dragon Ball Z so I can watch this. And then it just didn't happen, and that was back. God, that was back when PS View was still a thing. I think I was either like, I was like a sophomore maybe in high school. View wasn't around for very long, but it left a very, very lasting impact because it was a very, very good TV program broadcast thing. And whenever I remember, anytime I remember PS View was a thing, I always think to myself, man, that was the peak of PlayStation. Because things have only gone downhill since View was canceled and discontinued. Same thing with like the removal of like being able to buy videos and movies on the PlayStation Store. Because that happened not too long after View was removed. And PS View was amazing. It was such a good system because like it was technically like cable or like satellite TV, but it was super affordable. It was super affordable, and you got like all the good channels and none of the junk in the back. Cause like there's always these cable, like if you remember anything about cable, it's the fact that like they were always like, oh, we have 2,000 channels. Nobody watches more than 5 of those said 2,000 channels. You find like your specific 5, maybe even 3 channels, and then you're like, alright, nothing else matters. This is all I need. I was thinking about adding an effect here. I think it would be fun. I'll get rid of that too. Why not? Get out of here. This should be the... Nope. This is the... That looks pretty cool by itself, actually. The essence of my VTuber. That's pretty cool, actually. The fact that you still get, like, the basic shapes and you can, like, piece everything together. That's cool! Maybe I should make some pieces like that, actually. I think it'd be cool. I don't know, but anyway, let's do this, but for these. I don't know if I'll be doing it for this one. This one, the Spooky Sam always has like multiple shading colors, so I don't know. I might actually not shade these, now that I think about it. I need to make it a point that the stars are transparent. Oh! My cat! Saturn! I gotta go let him in. Give me just a moment. I'm not gonna switch to the be right back screen because I'm not leaving. I'm just letting my boy in. Come on. Good job. Hi. Ooh. Hey, quit doing that. Hold on. Actually, now that that's positioned like that, maybe I will move my microphone like this. But the thing about drawing streams is that I always use the monitor to my side for drawing instead of the monitor right in front of me. And I didn't push my microphone, so actually, judging by those volume levels on OBS, it's actually not as good of an idea as I thought it was. But we gotta deal with my boy. He's being a little crazy. He's my crazy guy. I need you to chill out, dude. I don't think I have any pictures of him on my computer. And if I do, they're gonna be difficult to find. I was thinking about putting a little picture of him on the stream feed because he's being annoying. My baby. He's such a lovey-dovey baby whenever he wants to be lovey-dovey. If he wants attention, he will fight for it. He will barge into your personal space, rub on all your things, and just purr until that's all you can hear. He's a menace whenever he wants attention. You hear that? That's just a little bit of what he has to offer. And when he doesn't want attention, he wants to be left alone. He likes to be all by himself. Do not touch him. He's doing his own thing. He can interrupt your business, but if you interrupt his business, he is not going to be pleased. Are you comfy finally? Can I continue drawing now? Are you done? Are you good? Are you done? Are you finished? Saturn? Are you done? Are you comfy? You have my arm. I need that arm. That's the one I used to draw. This is one of those few times where I wish I had like a cat cam. Just a readily available camera. So I could show off my boy, but I do not. I do not. I have my phone, but I have no way to plug it into my computer right now. He's such a baby. Hey, Saturn. Saturn. Look up at me. What are you doing? That's it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna share this in the pets picture. Pets channel on the server. My boy. I forgot I can use one of these pictures. These are funny. Alright, time to open Discord on my PC. I'm gonna put a picture of him on stream. It's happening, because he's causing problems. Alright, Discord. Work with me. Work with me. Very fitting music for the current moment. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna save this picture. Save it. There. Alright. Perfect. Perfect! Alright. Image. Okay. This one. Whoa! Uh-oh! Ah! He's too big! My boy! See what I mean by he is a very obstructive force? I always forget that the iPhone pictures are like an insanely high resolution. I'm shrinking him down though, bit by bit. This will be very funny to see in the VOD. There he is! My boy! There he is! Oh, he's all crunchy now. Just put him here and then layer him underneath the things. Alright. I wasn't expecting him to just show up like that. That was ridiculous. Not that far down. There's good. My boy! There he is! My baby! Actually, no, let's put him over here. My favorite guy. There he is. One of my sons. One of my boys. My baby. Actually, hold on. Let's see if I can line that up with the, There we go. Wait, hold on. Nope, it's off by a pixel. Now I just messed something else up. Uh-oh. There we go. Perfect. Hope I didn't mess anything else up on my setup. I don't think I did. There we go. My boy! Ooh! I'm taking my arm back now. Hope you're comfy. I hope you're comfy down there in my lap. My baby boy. You were laying where I put my drawing tablet, so you have to bear with me now. If you mess anything up, I'm going to be upset. I think we're pretty much done with line art, though. Yeah, we are. I can finally do the important thing. Alright, let's open a couple of images that I need. I need this one, and then... Let's see, what else do I need? I guess it's not in that folder. Let's see. So weird looking at some of my older art. Some of it is so strange looking. It's too soft. Too soft. Where the hell is this thing? Where is the image I'm looking for? Oh, there it is. This one is a bit old, but the colors are important. This thing. Oh. It's color time. I'm not too... Oh, well, I did forget to finish the bangles, so that'll be something that I need to do. But it's so difficult to do with my freaking boy in my lap. My son! Who likes to cause problems. He just swatted at my pen. Now is not the time for playing. Now is the time for sitting still and being cute. Oh no. Oh no. You see, okay, I'm going to make a new thing where, like, if you see the Saturn image, that means he's here to cause problems. He's messing with my microphone right now. This is a nightmare to deal with. Anyway, Hi, I love you. I know, you're so cute and sweet. Being a pain in my ass. Alright. Oh, this is weird. I put my tablet on my desk. And this feels so strange. This is gonna take a hot moment. Hot minute. But there's an easy way to deal with it. This doesn't look so good, but it gets the point across. I feel like doing this is a good decision to make. Okay, I'm getting adjusted to it, so I might start drawing like this. Unless it starts to bother my shoulder. But it's what I have to do for now because Saturn is here. My boy. My boy who likes to cause problems. My other boy does not like to cause problems nearly as much as he does. But they are both troublemakers. Yeah, important things to keep note of with the bangles is that for this one, there's always 5 visible, but there's 8 total. At least 5 visible. But there's always 8 total. And for these 2 bangles, there's always 4, but at least 2 visible. Usually 3 visible. The way I draw them, there's usually 3 that are visible. Except on my PNG tuber. I think usually there's only 2 visible on those. Yeah, those will be separate. So this one, I will change what it looks like. So, the outline is there, but it won't bother, like, the color of the main body. Okay. I'm not worrying about being neat at the moment. And then I'll actually take the color samples and display them separately as well. I'll need to make room for that. I actually open my PNG tuber file so I can pull the bangle colors from that. But I think I pulled the bangle colors from this. No, I didn't. These bangle colors are off. Excuse me, I might actually have to adjust the color of the outfit and the hair. I think I used the same colors for the base. Almost the same colors, but they are off because this is now a more bluer green than it used to be. As the spooky drawing, this one, I made this drawing before I even started streaming, so my VTuber's design was still a little bit iffy. The thing about character design is that the more you draw a character, the more you like settle into their design and how to draw them. And that applies to VTubers as well. I also need to make a note for the earrings. I'm not sure where to put that yet though, but we'll figure that out. Forgot about the shoulders on the other one, hold on. Oopsie. There you go. That's that. And this is a recent change with the horns and the eyebrows, where the base color is this one. Alright, hold on. I need to move this again. I believe that's actually the color of the bangles, but I don't remember. We'll find out. Where are you? Oh, that's right, I made this book. Came back. Where's my PNG tuber? There it is. This better be it. It's a big ass file. Look at all these things I made specifically for this. Alright, let's see. It's the same color. For this one I will just add so I don't have to open that back up, because that is very harsh on the eyes. But yeah, I decided to use this color, and then like you can see it more on the horns. I decided to shade it in with black. But depending on how it looks here, I might change it. Hi Saturn, I see you looking at my screen. He's looking at my drawing screen. I think he sees the brush. That's so cute. I love it when he's all attentive like that. My baby boy. I've thought about making some little things like emotes with my boys. What are you doing? You're like super curious about what's going on the screen right now. I forgot about the shading color. Hold on. The file's so big it has to take a minute to load before it opens. Kind of funny. He's just chilling though. He's not purring anymore though, which is interesting. I think I might change the filter setting for the overlapping ankle reference. Because I can't set it to color burn like I do with the shading, because color burn makes it disappear in the white and it doesn't really make it disappear where it needs to. I forgot I could just mouse wheel this thing. Might change it to a different color so it does overlay better, but you know, blending brightness. Definitely works out a bit better. That one seems to be the best. Pin light. Me opacity down. I don't know. Well, we can change that again later. When I actually get close to finishing this whole thing. I'm being awful precise with this compared to how I was with the skin tone. You know, I'm pretty sure hotkeys are a thing in OBS, but I've never once used them before. Now I'm kind of curious. Because, like, I'd love to have a hotkey so where, like, if Saturn shows up, I could just hit a specific key and his little image, his little picture will show up on stream. But if he isn't here, it'll go away. But yeah, I got my boy. He's just chilling. hanging out on my lap. He's very warm. I am very warm and cozy right now. I have a feeling that he's gonna leave soon, though. He tends to do that sometimes. Wonder what I'm gonna do after stream. You know, I'm glad I decided to make that schedule change, shortening to just 3 days a week instead of 5. Because I do love to stream, but there's other things I like to do too, and I haven't really been able to draw for myself in a while, and that is not very nice. I have been working on some of my class projects, and I will be this weekend, but I also haven't even been able to touch Last Light since I started my new semester. And I know it's only been like 3 weeks, but like I'm getting really close to finishing the demo, and I'd like to be able to actually work on it. So having those extra few hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays would be nice. Besides, to be completely honest with you, the original point of me streaming was to just give me a schedule, so I had a reason to get up. So I had a reason to actually like get up at a decent time of day and do something. That's why I started in the summer, because normally I deal with depressive episodes in the summer. And I thought I just had seasonal depression, and that it would impact me in the summertime, but no, that is not seasonal depression. That is just me without any sort of structure to my life. And I need structure. I need structure to function. So that was the original point of streaming on the weekdays in the summertime when I first started. I just started doing it specifically for me, and it worked. It worked very well, and I'm keeping up with streaming because I enjoy it, and it's nice. I like it whenever someone just pops in and is like, "Hey, what's up?" I like socializing and chatting, and while streaming doesn't 100% fulfill that desire to socialize, it does something. I find streaming to be very stress relieving, but whenever it's taking up a lot of time, then it's not as relieving as it should be. So that's one of the main motivators behind me streaming. I really enjoy it, and it became a little bit of a crutch so that I had some sort of structure whenever I had nothing else going on. Because breaks are nice, but if they don't have structure, it's awful for me specifically. And whenever I say breaks are nice, I do mean, like, there's a reason why I never stream on the weekends. Like, I know that would be a pretty decent time to stream, but I need my weekends. Weekends are recovery time. And I mean that for multiple things, like more specifically in reference to my chronic pain. That's something that comes up every once in a while, but I only stream on the weekends if I absolutely have to. I have only streamed on one Saturday, and that was specifically because I needed to finish fighting the Spamton in the Snowgrave route whenever I first played Deltarune Chapter 1 and 2. Because that fight is really difficult, and I could not beat it on stream on that Thursday. So I did my drawing stream on Friday, and then on Saturday I came back and dealt with Spamton. So most of the time I don't stream on the weekends. I've only done it once, and that was on a Saturday. But whenever my Undertale Deltarune Marathon comes around, I will be streaming every day until I finish up everything I want to do. So that'll be really interesting. Oopsie, forgot those were colored in. But it's just, it took me a while to really finally decide to change my streaming schedule. Specifically because streaming is so important to me. But it's harder to stream whenever my everything is getting the better of me. When there's just too much going on. And besides, streaming at 6 PM just, I don't like it very much. And it seems like most other people don't like it either. And 6 PM for me is 4 hours after my usual starting time. So for anyone who's not in mountain time, there's your calculations. It's like, it's almost 4 PM now, so it's like roughly 2 hours and 10 minutes away from right now. Whatever time that is for you, that's the 6 PM time, and that is a time that's not really very good for anybody, it seems. But 2 PM my time is pretty good, and that was roughly 2 hours ago. Things always go well at 2 PM. I'm in better spirits because, like, I had just woken up. Or like I had been doing a little bit of stuff before, but 6 PM isn't as great because normally I like have classes before that. And last semester I didn't realize this, and I had like Monday through Thursday at 6 PM when I should have had like Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 PM because my morning class, I only had one class on Tuesdays and Thursdays last semester. And that was from 9 o'clock to 11:50. And I always got home around like 12:30, so I could have streamed at 2 PM on those days, but I was very adamant about my nap time. About taking a big nap before streaming. Because last semester was pretty quiet, stream-wise. like, I don't care about numbers, but it's nice. It's nice conversating with people. And just when streams are quiet like that, it's not very fun for me. I was like, I don't know what to talk about. I'm stuck in an echo chamber. I've made points about this in the past with like whenever it was mostly an echo chamber for me. Back when I still played Astroneer and like I was all alone. Like starting is the hard part because like you have nobody to bounce off of. You have no way to really make any sort of conversation. You have to come up with things to talk about on your own. And yeah, echo chambers aren't very pleasant. But we're getting through that, because like almost every stream there's usually somebody that shows up. And it's super nice. It's super, super nice. I'm finally getting out of that rough phase of the echo chamber. It's super lovely. And it makes me super happy. As like, the first couple times people would say something in my chat, I would just kind of like, I was a little bit nervous. Oh, bye-bye, Saturn! Alright. There he goes. No more Saturn. He was cleaning himself and then he decided to leave. So he's gone now. No more baby. Yeah. It's nice how far we've come. And this last month alone has been super good. It's super nice. I feel like things are picking up and it's super, super pleasant, super nice, super fun. I think the maximum amount of people I've had pop in the chat was like maybe 4? Like actual like chatting. Actually it may have been 3. I think one of those may have been me doing testing, but I think it was about 3 people. Because apparently I count separately. Here we go. That's done. Let's do this one now. You know, that opening for chapter 2 is so nice. Every time I hear that little da 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 da, I just remember the bars and it's like, that was so cool the first time. It's like, oh boy, what are we getting ourselves into today? And then there's that big fun intro and it's like, oh my god! This is amazing! I hope I can finish this today. I want to. I really, 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 really want to. I don't know if I'll change the background from white to a different color to help bring out some of the other colors and stuff. I might. I probably will. And I might take a small break here shortly, because my eyes are hurting and I'd like to grab a little snack, maybe. Either a snack or just make some more tea. I don't know. But giving my eyes a little break would be nice, because my monitors aren't super bright, but they're brighter than my laptop and a bit hard to look at sometimes. You know what? There we go. Fuck it. I'll make it darker anyway. Just to make it a little easier on the eyes. I don't know what else to talk about. Normally, with drawing streams, I end around this point, so I guess I've just like subconsciously run out of things. But I don't want to just be silent, you know? I always hate being silent. Ah, my dear boy. He's not in my lap anymore, but he's on my bed. And honestly, I don't know if he made a noise or if my tummy made a noise. Sometimes it's hard to tell. I think he made a noise though. My eyes aren't as dry as they were towards the start of this stream, which is nice. Honestly, that as is. Amazing how all of these brush strokes come from the same pen size. How cool is that? The beauty of pen pressure. I miss her. She's cool. Thinking I might go shopping or something like that. Maybe. Ooh! Valentine's Day is coming up. And it's on a Wednesday, so I'll be streaming that day. But my favorite boba place has some Valentine's Day stuff, and I'm hoping that this year I can finally get one of the heart-shaped cups. I hope I can get one. I would really like it, because they're really cool looking. They like hearts. I think hearts are cute. Let's see. We'll be playing Cult of the Lamb on Valentine's Day. I already know we'll be playing that game. We're gonna be playing Cult of the Lamb for several weeks, especially now that I'm only doing one of those a week. I think maybe if I cut down to 3 streams a week, I might be able to stream for longer in those 3 days. Instead of like the standard 2 hours that I usually do. I'd like to be able to do more than 2 hours. Usually I don't because I either have things I need to do or because I'm just tired. But I hope maybe I can increase the amount of time I spend on stream. It would be nice. There's all sorts of things that I would like to work on, but I have no idea what I do actually want to work on. I hate it when this happens. Decision paralysis. My arch nemesis. Decision paralysis. So annoying. I want to be able to do stuff. But I'll figure it out. Right now, all I have to worry about is finishing this reference sheet. Yeah, there's I'm a little surprised it took as long as it did, but I'm glad I took my time making this, because whenever I opened it up before I started stream, I was like, wow, that looks amazing! That's always a good sign whenever I'm like, wow, that looks amazing. Oh, in regards to my own works, because like I have like the usual standard, like, oh, that looks great, and then there's like the like, I can probably fix a couple things here and there. But then there's the, wow, this looks amazing. Like my line balancing, the line weight, and the proportions, and the outline shading, like it's all really spot on, and I'm really happy with that. I need to fix the lines here a little bit, actually. I like this song. Here we go. That's better. A lot better, actually. I don't think I did the line shading with the hair. I think I forgot to do that. Maybe. I'll just have to update that. Oh, forgot. It was on the eraser. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, my heating pad's off. There we go. Fixed it. He's back on. You know, I really can't wait for the rest of Deltarune to come out. Every once in a while I bring that up, usually on drawing streams, but like... so exciting. Because like, the more time passes, the more drawing streams pass, the closer we get to those finally being released. And that'll be really, really nice. Forgot to draw the line there. Alright then. Don't worry about any of the shading later. Whoopsie! Almost opened a new page. I gotta start thinking about what I want to do for the second half of this semester, because my mid-portfolio is coming up. Both of them, because I'm doubling. I'm taking drawing 5 and drawing 6. And I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do for the next half of the semester for drawing 6. Because with drawing 6 for this first half, I'm just making one thing, and it's a pretty complicated thing, but I'm really excited for it. And I'm not sure what exactly I want to do. I have some ideas, because one of my main things with my contemporary art is that I like making interactive works. That does tend to bleed into my personal works as well, because I'm literally making a video game. But just what do I make physically that's interactable? And like, I already have something, but like, I think I want to try to aim a bit higher for this second half of this semester. Can we get much higher? I don't know. Can we? Actually, that doesn't matter. Oopsie. Let's see. Working with a big brush isn't always easy, but it's easier than changing my brush. This doesn't even really matter that much, because I have some larger eyes that I can do this for, but I don't know. There we go. There we go. There we go. Where's my pen? Oh, it was way over there. There you go. Nice! Dun, 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 dun. I think I know how I'm going to put the color samples off to the side for this. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. First, I'd like to start with the eyes. There we go. Now you can clean that up. Now that I'm done. There we go. There's the eye color. I'll just like, I'll put these in like their own little groups, each of the color samples. I'll probably put like the skin one over here, and then like the fabric one like down here, and then the hair one up here. Probably put, yeah, I'll probably put the eye one down here as well. I'll probably change the background color so that sticks out better. Oh yeah, that'll be important too. Hold on. Now we can do the hair as well. I already have this color on here, but there we go. Then we get this one, put it down here, and then this one. There we go. All the colors are here. I'm gonna bring this a little further down so it's closer to the everything else. Actually, now that this is here, I'm going to use it. Let me just finish this one and then I'll move on to the other two. Oh yeah, let me also do this one. Hard to tell the difference between all the three of those, but that won't matter for anyone who needs this ref sheet, because you could just color pick. You know what? It's about time I actually did this. I think the setting I always pick was... what was it? Well, I guess when I can just check. Off the... duplicate. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. I've gotten into shading the horns with black, so they're not just pitch black, but the spikes are black. Same with the wings and the tail, but that's about it. Nice. Oops. There we go. Yeah, unlike most VTubers, I feel like my design is very straightforward for the most part. But I think it might unfortunately also fall under the category of like appearing simple but not actually being simple. Because that seems to happen a lot with designs that I make, is that like they're simple from like a glance, but the moment like you try to actually pull it off, it's not very simple. I don't like it when that happens. Hold on a minute. Where's my PNG tuber? Alright. Yeah, this should be the same color, but it looks darker on here. This one is incorrect. Hold on. I was wrong. These are not the same colors. They looked very close though. But I just looked over at my stream feed and I was like, wait, hold on. Not quite right. And I was correct. It wasn't quite right. It was way too close to the shading color. And I was right. There we go. Now we have the correct color. Nobody wants the incorrect color, because that just messes a lot of things up. And now if I make more emotes, I can actually use the right colors. Trying to figure out what BPM, or not BPM, but time signature, the True Lab is. I can't remember. It's some sort. It's an uneven time signature. I can tell that for sure. It's probably like 7/4 time or something like that. I don't know. It's one of those weird time signatures. It's the one where. It's one of the ones where like the measures are like not the same. I've played a song with a weird time signature like that before in high school, where like it was like da 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 da. It was like that, where like it was very strange, and like I was in the front ensemble, so I didn't march, but like I saw how everyone had like a really hard time understanding how to march to that kind of thing. It may have been like, I don't know, 7/2 time or something like that. 7/3, 7/2. I don't know. It was a very strange time signature, but I thought it was pretty cool. It was fun to play. Like once it's one of those things where it's like really confusing at first, but when you got it, you got it. Tiny. And needless to say, I understood. I understood the assignment. But what's so funny about being in the front ensemble, specifically in my high school that I went to, even though like we didn't march on the field or anything like that, we would sometimes be forced to march anyway. And I was pretty good at it, but I couldn't really march because of my own physical issues, so I only marched if like I had to, which was during some practices, specifically for the uneven tempo practice. I remember we all had to march too. And then there was the parades that we had to do. We had to march as well, and I was pretty freaking good at it. Like, anytime I had to do it, anytime I had to, like, march and play, I didn't really understand why some people had such a difficult time with it. But it's just some people are better at multitasking than others. And I didn't understand that at the time. I thought multitasking was easy for everyone. But nope. I love this song. So silly. Like, I know you can't tell, but I've been like swaying my head back and forth to the beat. I really, really like this song. You know, now that I think about it, you know how like there's a lot of games where like if they don't have voice acting, they have like text sounds? I need to figure out how to implement that into RPG Maker. I'm sure like you could do it manually by like having sound effects play alongside the text, but I do not want to do that. I wonder if there's a plugin for something like that. Like how there's also like sometimes you can have steppy sound effects where like there's like stepping sounds whenever you walk around, and like not all games do that, but I feel like that'd be good for Last Light. Okay, just checking because I just like brushed my stylus on the screen a little bit and that I was concerned. Hmm. Hmm. Also been working on a little tournament piece, the piece of my characters from tournament, just so I have like one single color ref sheet for all of those characters. See, you know, I'll give you a sneak peek just for stream. Here it is, obviously unfinished, but we got Annie and Ava done. So yeah, whoop, whoopsie. You know what, I'm tired of seeing this, so I'm gonna just fill it in already. Oh yeah, and I need to make sure I put like a color ref for the teeth as well. If you're thinking to yourself, why do you need a color ref for the teeth? Aren't they white? No, they're not. I pretty much never use pure white except for every once in a while if I feel like I have to. Got to finish. Oopsie. Oh, still need to fix that, but I forgot. Bring the hair all the way forward. I forgot to do that. I can outline that on here. Dun, 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 dun. Excuse me. Here we go. That's a little easier on the eyes. I don't know if I want to color in the side one. I'll probably do that anyway, but I don't want to. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. It's a very meowy song. Let's see. Let me finish shading this in too. I'm getting sleepy. Getting bored. I want to do things. I think I should probably take a little break. How much tea do I have left? The amount of tea I have is a good measurement for how long I have left until I take a break. But I have gotten better about not drinking as much tea, so I do have some left. I am a bit hungry though. I'm not really worried about that being too spot on. Like that will be this color. That one cutscene with stands in the hotel, that I always forget that that's totally skippable. I'm pretty sure it's skippable. You can say like yes or no. Be like, bye bye, dude. But like one very easy way to skip it ahead of time is to just kill Papyrus. Then you won't have to worry about Sans for the rest of the game. I don't even know if he does judgment if you kill Papyrus. As long as you don't do genocide, I think maybe he just doesn't show up anymore because he's like, you're an asshole. I do not want to look at you. But I don't know, I'd have to test that out myself and I don't really want to. So interesting how color theory works. That outline there is just for this strand of hair. So I'm gonna just leave that like that, I think. Maybe. Maybe. I just forget about these two. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. There we go. Wait. Huh? These are different colors. Why? There we go. I didn't highlight it effectively. I do just kind of use that. Beefers, munchers, humpers. Hard to really tell. It doesn't really matter if I go over a little bit. I think the best stream-related purchase I've ever made has been getting these newer monitors. I love my old TV, but man, this is so much better. Just is so much better. You know, one interesting thing about art education is and I'm talking about like art education versus like internet, what the internet tells you about what you should and shouldn't do. And it's like studying other people's art styles or like replicating somebody else's work. And even tracing. That's also another thing. Those things are all part of like actual like professional curriculum for art education. And I was thinking of like, what if someone did like a study of my art style? Because like I've done a study of Egon Sheila's work in life drawing about a year ago. And that study I did is near spot on. I just had the image I chose open on my computer, and I was like several feet away on a little easel thing, drawing what I saw. Just like keeping my eye out, making sure like I got the proportions and like the marks and just the general like style pretty spot on. And while I was looking at a painting, I was replicating it as a drawing with colored pencils, and I feel like I did a pretty good job. I think the only issue is the fact that I didn't plug in the background, and that would have been pretty important. But my professor literally said, don't do it black background, don't do the background, don't do it, especially if it's black. And then whenever I turned it in, he was like, you should have plugged in the background. Like, sir, you said not to. So I feel I've considered actually like going back to it and like plugging in the background, but I haven't because that's dumb and pointless, and it's all said and done, and that piece is a year old now. But it was a pretty interesting study. I thought it was nice. I enjoyed it. Might have to lessen the line work on the teeth a bit. Yeah, just a little bit. I forgot that's not on this layer. It's on this layer. Oops. Here we go. That's better. Nice. Oh. Alright, there you go. Here we go. That's nice. Much better. Ugh. I don't know if I want to do the rest of this. I think maybe I'll like skip to doing the text. I forgot to shade the skin. Shit. Shit. I forgot to do this. Ugh. The damn bird. I love the bird. Imagine making a song for the express purpose of something that's totally optional. There's several songs in Undertale that like you have to go out of your way to find them in game. There might be a few in Deltarune as well, especially the ones that are exclusive to this to the weird route. I know a lot of people, even I was like, oh why isn't it like officially called Snowgrave? But like there's gotta be a reason why Toby exclusively calls it the weird route and not Snowgrave. Because calling it the weird route means that there's gonna be weird routes in other chapters, most likely. And you know, he says that like there's only going to be like one specific ending for Deltarune. But I have a feeling he's a liar. I feel like he's lying. That there's if it's gotta there's gotta be at least like some difference. Like I'm sure like overall it's like roughly the same, but like there's gotta be differences. Like regardless of your choices, it still ends the same way, but the way everyone else acts around you is gonna be totally different. Like I really am curious about how the weird root would impact how everyone reacts and responds to you in the end. It'd be really interesting. That like overall your decisions don't really matter in like the scheme of things, but they still impact the people that you care about. So it's like your choices don't matter technically, but they may actually matter to you personally. I feel like that might be something he does. You know, like technically to the story, it doesn't matter if you like if you decide to be a total asshole or not, but like to your friends and family, your assholery does have an impact. And I think that would be interesting to see. Oh, I hate when that happens. Ah, there we go. Oh, wrong part of the foot. There we go. Yeah, I feel like I feel like I'm onto something with that. Like, maybe it's like a half truth where like he's not actually lying, but under technicality, like it depends on like how people perceive it, and they'd be like, my actions do matter. Now everyone hates me. Yeah, but the ending's still the same. I bet that's how it's gonna be. Because it does say from the beginning, your actions don't matter. Your choices don't matter. But the choices of others do. I feel like I am onto something with that. Like the reason why it's called the weird route is because like the way to the ending is a bit different from how it's supposed to be, but the ending is still probably the same. Because it is important to remember that Deltarune is like Obi's literal dream game. It's literally based off of a dream he had, and he's been working towards being able to get that ending for years now. And Undertale was a proof of concept for that, which is wild because Undertale is so good and it's so successful. And there's 93 total endings. Who puts that much effort in a proof of concept? That's insane! It's wild. It's amazing. It's crazy. And it's very, very inspiring. I hope to make things with that much love in them. That much hard work and passion. That people enjoy those things too. It's very, very inspiring. I'd have a line for it. It's so light that like I didn't even notice. Oopsie. Guess I got some fixing to do. You know, and now that I've been talking about Undertale and Deltarune, I'm actually more motivated to finish this now. I'm feeling a lot better. Oh, there's a little detail I actually keep forgetting about. Usually I do a little bit of highlight under the eyes to accentuate the eye bags a bit. I always forget about that. Like, I even forgot it in the 2 PFPs I made. I think... Actually, I may have remembered it in this one. Let's see. Nope, I did not. I did not remember it. How sad. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's not like people really see my profile picture up close anyway. Because it's normally teeny tiny. But just big enough that you can see who it is and what it is. I just realized I never did the shading for the suit either on this one. Except on the legs. Whoopsie. There we go. Been thinking about possibly doing some lore work with my VTuber. People like lore. It's always fun. But I'm not entirely sure what to do. I feel like there's not much I can do, really. Not right now. I've got other things to worry about. Let me make this a bit darker. There we go. Actually, let's see what it looks like. Wait. Bad. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Ooh! Oh! It's 5! It's so late! Also, why did that alarm go off? Why do I have that on? That scared me. Ah! Excuse me. Let's see. I forgot there's technically a shade darker. I'd probably just get rid of that. I actually have an emote that uses this color palette. Let me see. Let me pull it open. I think it's in this folder. There it is. Yeah, that old color palette. I'll probably just like make a couple modifications here and there for certain colors. Actually, no. All up there will be color probably. I'll be adjusting all of these, but for now, this is just how I'm roughly laying it out. Actually, there's a lighter color somewhere down here. Color theory! I had a pretty good grip on color theory pretty early on before my style change. Actually, no. Just do that. Here we go. Here we go. I like looking at this one. I like this one a lot. I've been thinking about what I can do with my VTuber lore-wise. Thinking about what else I can do, because right now the premise is very simple. They're just like a little computer bug. I've been thinking about like, what else can I do? What if they were an actual bug? That kind of stuff. Like, just brainstorming, but I've been busy with other things. Too busy to really think further than that. I don't know. It's getting on my nerves. Been thinking about redoing this drawing actually. I think it would be fun. I think it'd be fun. I think the worst part about starting a new semester is that like you get used to getting like maybe 1 or 2 emails a week from your college email, but then like you start and it's like multiple emails every day and it's so annoying. Cause I'll get a notification, I'll be like, oh, what is it? And then I'll look at it and I'll be like, oh, pfft. It's just junk. It's always junk. Color theory. Yeah, color theory, by the way, is also the reason why it's not a good idea to color pick skin tone if you're doing like specific types of lighting for pieces, because you may actually mess up the skin tone unintentionally, by the way, unintentionally. Because like you can just eye drop the skin tone from like an official piece of art for a character, for like a dark skinned character, and then make a piece that has dark lighting, and if you use that color picking, that character is gonna look extremely whitewashed, and it's not going to be done intentionally. That is one of the biggest, most finicky things about color theory. Is that a lot of people don't realize is that sometimes making a character too pale isn't intentional. Sometimes it's not intentional. Sometimes it's because of color theory being extremely complicated. So sometimes whenever someone gets accused of whitewashing a character, I usually take a minute to really see, like, did they actually whitewash them intentionally, or is it color theory being a dick again? And every once in a while, it's color theory being a dick. Because color theory does that, and it's so annoying. You always need to be very careful with that. Like, here, I'll give you an example from my own works. Let's see. Let's go open up my recent tournament piece. There's Annie. This is Annie's skin tone. They're slightly tan. Because, they just are. And let's see, where's the other piece? The one that I'm thinking of. This one I made is a drawing meme. Where is it? This one. See, look at that! Look how pink they are! And like, the thing about LED screens is I've noticed that skin tones get either extremely lightened or extremely darkened depending on like the tone. So everything's like super like, you know, but I think at the base, I don't remember, did I did duplicate it to do this. So at their base, like that's the sum of like the skin tone should be the correct one. Yeah, I believe it is the same color. But because of these several layers, it can change the way it looks because it changes the way all the colors look. And the lighting here can change the way Annie's skin tone looks as well. I mean, literally, they're pink right now. But that's because I did a study of the Ryan Gosling meme. There it is. See, look. He is also pink. So sometimes, color theory can get the better of you, and I was thinking about it because of the way, spooky SAMIEL looks, and I wouldn't be surprised if someone was like, hey, that's a bit suspicious. Well, this tone is always put in dark lighting. I mean, this one has a transparent background, but that's because I use it on Discord and I have dark mode, so I know most people use dark mode, and literally, see, look at that. It's always the face is darkened in particular, just to obscure features on purpose. Literally everything is darkened. Sometimes color theory can be a bit finicky in that type of way. But I've got a pretty good handle on how color theory works in this type of way. Like I don't really like draw my characters in dynamic lighting very often, but usually when I do not color pick from their references. And when I say references, I mean just like the different drawings I've done of them. I don't have any sort of like proper references, unfortunately, because I am a dweeb and references take forever. I mean, literally, this is the 3rd stream we've spent working on this ref sheet. So yeah. Just keep that in mind. Always approach things yourself. Always figure things out for yourself. Don't just be gullible and believe everything you hear. Sometimes you gotta do your own research. And sometimes it's annoying, but guess what? It stops you from being misinformed. And being misinformed is really shitty and embarrassing. I hate being misinformed on things because then I feel like an asshole. I think I'm going to change this up a little bit, bring it a little bit that way, so it's a little bit bluer. There we go. Alright, there we go. Nice. Spooky. So like, if you wanna do just like a regular default Spooky SAMIEL, then like, you can follow this reference. If you don't wanna go all experimentation on me. Put that green too far over the other green. There we go. Nice. Let me bring these all closer together, actually. Yeah, so many tones. So many. I know some people like to do more than 2 colors for shading. Spooky. And there's the open space for text. Open space for text. Alright. Time for text. Alright. Situate my things. Situated. Let me get situated. I know sometimes I do stream for like longer periods of time, but that's usually for games and stuff. So I'm not used to doing drawing streams for this long. Let's see. Excuse me. I need to change the size of the text as well, because this is 1080 by 1920. 1080, 1920. Probably shrink it down to like 5. Do I have anti-aliasing on? I don't know if I do. Why is that so big? Fine then, I guess it's gonna be a 2. Anti-aliasing should be on. Because we need it to be bitty. Very, very small text size. That is very tiny. Hold on, let's see how big that is. Wow. Okay, yeah, we need to turn off anti-aliasing if it's gonna be that small. Might actually need to make it a 1.5 instead. .5. That's a good size. Let's put anti-aliasing back on. Alright, I might need to make it a 1.25. Who knew text size would be so particular? 1.3, I guess. 8 total, 5 visible. What were these settings? 1.3 anti-aliasing on. Alright. 1.3. There you go. And then I can copy paste that one. Or not, because it's attached to the same file. But I can... it's whatever. Ugh. Let's see. There we go. Right, there we go. That's good. Right, this is gonna be annoying to fit. I'll probably color these in after I do this, but I didn't want to do it yet. Outline for bangle placement. Here we go. So much work! So much work! I've put so much work into this. Oh, goodness. Alright. Alright. The tattoo is the only asymmetrical design feature. Well, the ahoge thing is also probably also asymmetrical. Tattoo. I'll probably make a couple more notes like here and over here. Like, you can add accessories of your own choice as well, like clothing, but the suit is like a base and cannot be removed. I don't know where else to squeeze that, actually. I'm looking at you, not safe for work artist. Do not remove this base suit. A little bit of lore information would be nice too. Yeah, it's hard to explain that, like, the suit isn't really removable. That's, like, part of their base. Like, they're not, like, a physical, fleshy being. Like, I've drawn them in, like, cyberspaces before. There we go. Yeah, that's one way to make your character, like, not spiceable. Just give them something that cannot be removed. Yeah, and whenever I say it's not do not remove base suit, I mean like it has to be underneath whatever they're wearing. That's not removable. It's like how video game sprites like and like 3D models, like there's nothing underneath the outfit that you see. That's pretty much what it's like. So yeah, lore-wise, the suit cannot be removed, but I know that won't stop people from doing that anyway. There we go. All done with the text. Alright, let's color in these 3 things. Oopsie, I just clicked. Oh, spacebar. I always forget that the buttons on my tablet are linked up to specific things. Like specific buttons on my keyboard. Except for one. There's one that's linked up to open the tablet program so I can calibrate it. And it's the only one that I use regularly. Actually, I don't think I want to fill these in. Not really. I don't want to. I feel like it would look weird, but I'll probably do it anyway. I mean, I'm literally doing it right now, but hold on. I'll probably make a separate playlist for the 3 ref sheet streams that I've done. I always forget how it goes. There you go. Nice. Yeah, I won't be shading these. Just add the colors and go from there. Just the base colors. Actually, I think, yeah, I think maybe, if this doesn't look very good, I think I might just remove the colors and leave them blank. Because, like, you get to see some of the line work better if it's not colored. Speaking of, there is some shading that I forgot to do here, so I'll have to go back to that. Yeah, I think I'll just get rid of all this. I don't like it. I don't like it, so I'm getting rid of it. Besides, I'm pretty sure you can tell that those stars are transparent. Actually, I should have said additional clothes and accessories allowed, so let me... There we go. I think putting this, that it's unremovable, is a pretty important detail. Alright, what else am I missing? 8 total, 5 visible. Ooh, the earrings! Earrings, 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 earrings! The earrings. I've never actually removed the earrings myself, but they're optional. Interchangeable. You can give them other earrings too if you want. I don't care. That's an accessory. Any accessories can be removed or added, but this base suit is not removable. Interchangeable. Yeah. I guess like that really is a callback to how the original sketches for SAMIEL were like a dress up all kind of thing. Like this is the base and that they can wear other outfits over that. Actually, I think I'll change that. So like if you change out the outfit. Well, actually, colors can be changed. Colors can be changed. Because I've drawn them with like different colors as well, aside from this base. Like there are several things that are fairly fluid, like the accessories and the color, but this is pretty much a solid base. Alright, let me see this. I'm gonna make that more visible. Excuse me. Yeah, the outlines are for the bangles. So like you know exactly how they sit. That like this one covers the collarbone. And that they just kind of like they're very loose. But they always stay on. Even though like obviously these would technically fall off in real life, they just always stay on, like they're connected by invisible points. And I mean like as in like it's like that but not literally. I just want to make that clear. Alright, I think that's good. So, like, I think I might draw SAMIEL with this hairstyle at some point. I think it'd be fun. It's like there's some hair down, but like, yeah. I like it. It's nice. I've done a lot of things with this that I'm happy with, and I think it's all good. I think we're finally done. About damn time. I'm getting tired of this. Alright. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, let's see. I'm making sure nothing is missing because I don't feel like updating this 50 more times. I'm not coloring in these things because it looks weird if I do. They're the color references for easier color picking. Ugh. Optional glasses and straight hair. Ew, undercut. That additional clothes and accessories allowed. Do not remove space. Suit. Earrings have 4 spikes, interchangeable. Bangles optional. Wings and tail not. A total 5 visible. 4 total 2 to 3 visible. 4 total 2 to 3 visible. Outlines for bangle placement. I actually make this 4 to 5 because at certain angles there would only be 4 visible. Alright, there we go. There you go. Oh, yeah, I think that's good. I think the gray background is a good choice too. So everything can be more visible. I think I did good. I think that's it. Alright. Hell yeah. Let's see if this export it and all that stuff. Oh my gosh, finally we're done. That took forever. But yeah, that's it. I'm done for today. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm gonna draw next week. That's something I'll have to think about. And yeah, when I say the colors are changeable, I mean hair, eyes, and suit, because I've done that before with a piece. I thought it would be interesting. A little experimental piece. I've changed their color depending on like what I want to do. Think whenever it comes to the color changes, think like My Life as a Teenage Robot. Like there's a base color, but most of the time, like especially whenever shit goes down, like the colors change. That's what you should think about. Like thinking about like contrast and stuff to have fun with it. They're a piece of software. They're not a fleshy creature. Just like a computer thing. Or like a virus or a bug. I don't know. I'll get more into lore later, because I think that would be cool, but right now, no. Absolutely not. Oh, but anyway, thank you so much for visiting. Today has been a very interesting day, and I'm so glad I finished this. But anyway, thank you so much for visiting. I hope you have a great day, and as always, farewell.